So guys, it's been about a month, give or take, since I've played my 7-string guitar, so I'm gonna tell you why, but first, let's jam. Now you're probably wondering, Jason, dude, why have you not touched your 7-string in 30 days or a month or however long it's been? It's been about a month, give or take. Actually, I did play it on a Facebook Live a few days ago or last week or something, but even prior to that, it had been about a month, give or take. So anyway, the guitar is the ESP. A lot of you know what this guitar is. You've seen it on my channel, but it's the ESP E2 Horizon FR7. It's a pretty awesome guitar. So I'm going to tell you why I have refrained from this guitar and have neglected this guitar for that long. But real quick, I want to just share quickly how I recorded the song you just heard. So I did use a live amp. Use my EVH 5153 EL34 tube head, the 50 watt head with a matching 212 cabinet, and I just mic'd it up with a good old short SM57. Now I do have another video on mic placement and mic techniques and just how to get a really good metal tone from a high gain amp, miking your amp. So that tutorial is in this video up here. It's actually on a channel that I co-own with pro audio engineer Ken Candelas, and it's called Metal Mastermind. So I'll have that link to that video in the description of this YouTube video so you can keep watching. But again, if you're interested in the more the production side of things and the mixing and all that good stuff, head over to that channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel because we've got a lot of good stuff that we're putting out. All right, so why have I not played my 7-string in so long? Why would I neglect it? Here's the thing, guys, and you may think I'm just full of drama, and that's okay. You can think that. I like to share this stuff with you. I like to be open with you guys. So I bought this guitar a couple of years ago, and actually it was my first 7-string I'd ever owned, and I'd only played a 7-string guitar probably, I think 3 times prior to getting this guitar. The thing is, I'd always wondered what it'd be like to own a 7-string guitar, and also at that time, I was writing songs for my Masterpiece album, which I was getting into some melodic death metal vocals, so I'm like, man, it'd really be cool to have that extra low string. I didn't really want a down tune, that's just never been my thing, so I bought a 7-string guitar, recorded the album, and we started making YouTube videos with the 7-string. I've got a whole playlist of 7-string tutorials on this channel here. But here's the thing, I never felt like I connected with my 7-string guitar. And I know I've talked about this some on live YouTube videos and some other videos. that, you know, I'd go through these phases where I'm like, you know, I might just walk away from 7-string. I might just go back to playing a 6-string, because every time I went back to a 6-string guitar, you guys know I've got my other ESP guitar. This is the LTD M1000 Deluxe, and I've got an Ibanez RG over there, Prestige. But the thing is, I'd go back to playing a 6-string, and it was just like, I'm home. It was just this sense of belonging. And you know, I attribute that to me playing guitar since 1989. It's a long time, you know. So playing 6-string guitars that long, and then, you know, all of a sudden jump into a 7-string just a couple of years ago, it was quite the transition. Now, I ended up recording an entire album with my 7-string, the Masterpiece album. After that, it was just like, I just didn't get that connection with the guitar. And I'll share this real quick too. There was a time where I was playing live when I was given the guitar workshop at Replay Guitar Exchange. Most of you caught that. I got lost on my 7-string. I cut those clips out of the video I shared on YouTube, but there's a couple parts when I was playing my songs. I would play a little bit, and then I would speak a little bit and give some insight. But there were some places where I just got kind of lost on my 7-string, and that was kind of another thing that was kind of driving that decision to say, you know what, let's just get rid of it. About a month or so ago, I decided to get rid of it. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna sell it. You know, I've been through this like every couple of months. I'd go through this things like, I don't want to play it anymore. And it really hit me hard a couple of months ago. So yeah, I mean, I actually put it on the marketplace and everything. I had a couple bites, but you know, I ended up not selling it. I actually ended up taking the marketplace down for that. I'm like, I'm just gonna hold on to it, but I'm just gonna kind of leave it for a little while and let me just see how I feel. And actually, my good friend and business partner, Ken Candelas, he's like, dude, why don't you do that? Why don't you just put it away for a little bit and then come back to it in like 30 days or whatever and see what happens. So here we are. I had decided a few days ago that I wanted to do a really in-depth tutorial for the Metal Mastermind channel, our other channel, really in-depth tutorial on miking a guitar amp, a high gain amp, and capturing a solid recording from that. So again, I've got that guide. The link will be in the description of this video. I'll have that as the first link in there. But yeah, I decided to do that video with mic placement using my 7-string guitar. I'm like, hey, let me just break this out and let me see how it sounds. You know, we're playing around with different mic placements here, and I loved it. I'm like, wow. It was kind of like I felt at home, just like I do when I play my 6-string guitars. I just tend to go through these phases with this guitar though, with this 7-string, and I guess right now I'm in a good phase. I'm in like, yeah, I'm keeping it. We're gonna just, you know, we're gonna play it more. And I do intend to play it more, but I just kind of want to share this with you real quick as to why I hadn't touched it for a while, and I've just been struggling with it. And I may continue to struggle with it, guys. I don't know. I think the one tip I can give you guys if you're struggling with anything is just to play that particular guitar or technique or method or whatever you're trying to get better at and overcome. I really think that it takes time. You have to put in the time, and sometimes that time is longer than you might want it to be. And now that I'm thinking about my 7-string, you know, I think I'm going to make a point just to play it every single day for the next 30 days. But I think that's really the only way to overcome you being uncomfortable with something, is to just like really saturate yourself in it, right? Kind of like saturation you get from a metal guitar amp. That's pretty cool. But that's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to saturate myself a little more into this guitar on a daily basis and just, you know, see how I do. Who knows? I may be singing a different song next month. You just never know with me when it comes to this guitar. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little chat at the end here, and thank you for hanging around. Please give this a thumbs up real quick if you don't mind. And hey, let me know if you've struggled with a particular guitar, you know, or even method or technique. If you got something that you're wanting to get better at, but it's just not connecting. You know what I mean? Let us know in the comments. It's just cool to see what others kind of have issues with as well when it comes to music. Hey, I guess there's worse problems to have in life, right? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. Remember, there are some links in the description of this YouTube video to catch up on. And I will see you on the next video, and hopefully I'll be putting out some more 7-string stuff as well. Until then, guys, keep it metal.